My name is Alfredo Aguilar III. I am a freshman and my intended major is psychology.
My name is Adela Robinson. My year is 2020, and my major is interdisciplinary studies.
My name is Crystal DeAndrea. I am a CMT, Communications, Media, and Theater major with a linguistics minor, and I plan on graduating this spring, 2020.
My name is Isra, and the year senior, and I'm graduating in the end of the year 2020.
I want to say the textbooks. It's just like trying to balance like remaining money and just saving up from another job. It just like becomes complicated.
I live in my own apartment, so I have to pay for that, and I work full-time, and I go to school full-time, and I gotta pay for textbooks, so I have to figure all that into my budgeting for the month.
Well, for like tuition, but also like the cost of the prices of the textbooks is very challenging because of the prices. It's really high for a student.
Well, as a student, it's the books and the tuition. I have had to take out loans, the unsubsidy and the subsidy. I'm always in financial aid trying to apply for scholarships to see what can help me. I've been fortunate to recently get the FAST fund because I was having car trouble, which was really, really good that the Uber thing started here because I'm able to come here from the South Campus and take 2 classes on Friday, which is helping me to graduate.
The most around like $100.
I want to say for the most part, I shopped online, and I want to say that's up to 100, but like from a used here, like 70.
Most I ever spent was $180, and that was for a Gen Ed science class.
I think right now I'm skipping my bio and my public speaking because it's just too much for me to afford.
Yeah, like that happened like a few times because like it's very expensive. Like I couldn't afford that, but also so I would just like use like the student next to me, like look at their book or take a picture of the pages that I need and like that. So yeah, that usually something like groceries or something. Like I need like more like extra stuff, you know, or also like if I'm saving up money for like certifications that I need to take and do, but I need a book, and so I will do the certifications later in order to save up for the book.
Tell me about it. Every August since I've been in school, I have to weigh out the 1st of August. Matter of fact, last fall, in July, I emailed all my professors in advance because I had already scheduled my classes for the fall, and I asked them could they give me a heads up on the books I was going to need. So then I went online and I went to cheap books and ABE and thrift books, and I tried to buy the books. And you know, the bookstore books come too late to me. It's like by the time the financial aid clears and you get the book voucher, school has started, your classes are already in session, the teacher is telling you to read chapter 1, and you're waiting for the book to get to your school, or if they have the book, the cost is like a third of your rent almost.
That's going on right now. I bought a textbook, and there's a lot of D2L readings and discussion posts and videos that we have to watch, so I really don't even read it, and I don't need it, and I'm passing by with a very good grade in the class. Yes.
Probably not every semester since I've been back, because I'm a prior 2009 start here, returning student. So 2018 I came back. I think sometimes the professors mean well when they say order these books, but maybe their syllabus doesn't flow, and then they realize, oh, I won't have time to use this book. And I just experienced it with a teacher last semester where I ordered this book. It wasn't going to get there until October 1st, but we never used it.
Yeah, that has happened a few times where in the beginning, like professor would say like that we would need this book, but we didn't really use it much. It's just more of like a like a reference or something, but we didn't actually like use it at all.
There's been some classes where I see that there is a textbook that was mandatory and it was a little bit more expensive, and there's another class where that wasn't the case, so I would just take the other class just to save some money.
Yeah, like when I'm registering for classes, like I would look at like there's a link to see what books is available for what kind of book we need, and I will see the price and I look for like a cheaper option, but it's not. So I will be like, I think I'll just try something else because.
From like an earlier start as a freshman to get like, I don't know, more exposed when you go to orientation to the bookstore and get like an idea of like how expensive your books might be potentially.
Textbooks that I have purchased that I own, I like selling them back to the NEIU students, and I'll sell them ridiculously discounted because I know what it's like to find that textbook. So what I'll do is I'll email the professor of that course and say, if you're still using the same textbook, I have it for a student to email me and meet me in Village Square with $20, I'll give it to them. So I just want to make sure that that's offset for that student, and it's something I do.
I would like to share like some of my classmates and some of my friends who they had to in order to save up for textbooks, like they had to choose from like medications that they need to take or textbooks, and so like it really takes a toll on them. Like they need, like, whether it's their health or just getting some food or literally anything else, and they would end up using the money for a textbook when they need it for their own health, you know.
And that people are constantly making books and new editions are being edited, but I kind of feel like there should be some leverage to that. Like some books are really good, but after a semester or two, you might want to share a book with a friend, and they'll say, no, the professor isn't using that book anymore. So I kind of feel like the books are a business that goes along with the education of the tuition, and I just think that they could just slow that down just a little bit and use the books a little bit more, so maybe students can share the books with other people, and we all could get these degrees and go out to society, so we won't be, we'll be self-sufficient.
Like providing students like free books should be a thing because it's their education. Like they want to learn, but they can't go to that classes because of a book price, you know.